Hey there, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. We are continuing on. We just unlocked 6 Pyre Hearts, so that's very exciting. This reveals a lot of things in the game, so let me be clear about that. It's going to be impossible for me to avoid that spoiler for any of you who haven't made it yet. Now, with that in mind, I think I'm probably one of the last people and content creators probably to have hit this point because I only put up one video a day and I have personally locked myself to only playing the game when I'm recording. So that's maybe not something that everyone's doing. I know streamers are way far ahead because they can just record like a whole bunch of runs back to back and you're watching the whole thing actively. Because of the way I do this, you're getting it at a little slower of a pace. And there's a big spoiler in there, so I just want to point out for any of you who haven't seen that, I recommend not watching videos past this point and experiencing that for yourself, so that if hopefully you can avoid the spoiler. That's honestly why I want to put this here, just so that you're aware. Now, that said, I'm probably not going to openly talk about it, but still, it's going to come up. And you're just going to see it on my pages and in my logbook and all sorts of other places, so be mindful. With that said, now that I've said that, spoilers incoming, wow, I'm very impressed that the original clans are returning. It's pretty awesome. Now, the logbook, they did a lot of work on hiding this in the logbook. I'm very impressed by that. It's not something I anticipated. The original logbook just looks perfectly normal and clean. And then they have this adapted version that includes all 10 clans. It's pretty cool. I think we're going to unlock most of these clans pretty quickly. Right? The actual approaches to getting them: heal only 300 health, cast 5 spells in a turn. That's like almost impossible not to do. And then the hardest ones are going to be reanimate 50 times and increase room capacity. But even that is really easy, right? So I think this shouldn't be too bad. The increased room capacity one might take a while. I have to think about just generally how I want to play stuff, because let me be clear with you, I have thousands of hours playing the original clans, and while it's interesting to think about them in the context of Monster Train 2, I'm not as excited to play them, right? They're old news. Let's be real. At the same time, it'll be fun to try them out. I might do eventually different series with both clan types, right? So maybe like a Monster Train 2 only series, a Monster Train 1 only series. I don't know yet. I haven't really given this that much thought because this just happened to me. So yeah, I don't know. I guess if people have strong opinions about this, I'd be interested in hearing them. So share if you have it. But otherwise, I also don't think that this is something I'm going to be breaking up into series anytime soon. Right now, essentially just Monster Train 2 is unlock stuff, right? Unlock stuff, play stuff, try stuff. There's a lot of learning in process. This is not something where I'm tracking like win streaks, and I won't be doing that for a long time. Especially like as I've learned, the rank 10 Covenant win streak here doesn't even factor in the Titans, apparently. I don't even know how that fight works yet. I haven't even unlocked it yet. That, as far as I'm aware, is the 9 Pyre Heart unlock, which is another thing I want to push towards. So, just a lot of stuff that I want to unlock. There's going to be a lot of content before I actually reach a point where I'm creating quote-unquote series on the channel here. Yeah, with that in mind, I do want to push towards some unlocks. We're going to get back to normal runs. Our previous run was a dimensional challenge just to get that Pyre Heart, which is a very cool one that I'm excited to try. It is... I looked at the stats in this. It's honestly woefully nerfed compared to Proto Heart Cage. It might be too low. 60 health, man, that's rough. Heart of the Pact is strong, but 55? I don't know. It's one of those things where you're counterbalancing a really, like, I think Proto Heart Cage is the rock solid, just really good Pyre Heart because stats are good. And then an ability has to be really strong for me to consider it fair game by comparison. Like, Fear is Greed here trades attack, but you gain revenge, gain gold on the Pyre, and this works with Vengeful Shards. I'm 100% confident because why wouldn't it? So Honestly, I'm just at a glance, Fearless Greed looks like one of, if not the best Pyre Heart I've seen so far. Strong as heck. But like, I don't know, Malika's Shifting Pyre, this looks like fun, but 60 health is such a bloody nerf compared to Proto Heart Cage. It doesn't take a lot leaked to just murder this. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. We're going to continue randoming. I do want to get the other one, so take Pyre damage. This one's only 30 away. We had a real rough run recently that got us pretty close to this, so that's cool. A Quoth's Reservation. This one just requires magic power. As long as I think if I'm just going to pick a path or something, this should help as well. I want to do a Luna run, and I'll explain why. And then they increased the cap on the Train Steward one, but they fixed the bug where the Spear Stewards weren't counting. It was only Shield Stewards before. So this should actually go much faster now, because previously, up to now, this was only Shield Stewards counting. And then once we have those three, I think we unlock the Titans. But, right, I want to play a Luna Coven run with Lazarus. We're just going to be picking stuff like this. It's going to be one of the things we're going to do. And I want to do this because you'll notice they're both under level 5. I want to unlock their XL, their alternate champions. This is going to be a struggle. I know the game doesn't use XL terminology anymore because XL was a lore thing in Monster Train 1. Now it's just you have 2 champions per clan, so whatever. It's going to take a lot for me to overcome that because I'm just used to doing it for literal years, but yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. So now, alternatively, I could flip this and do Orichi with Luna, but I don't know. I want to play more Eka. I hear that some people complain about her, some people love her. I don't know. Let's find out. I want to try some different ones. We are going to be playing exclusively on Covenant 10 now because I unlocked it, and I want to see how scary the Elite Chosen enemies are. This seems terrifying. The Covenant ranks have been quite difficult on average. I think that this is adding a lot of difficulty to the game. I'm glad that they simplified it, right? I think it's better this way than with 25 ranks. The fact that we're already here is nice, and we'll just give it a try. So, anyway, that's all I've got. So, yeah, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. The channel's doing great. These things are awesome and making good progress. I have a Discord server if you want to join, whatever, etc., etc. And I think that's all, so let's get into it. Clicking the button. Great. Just great. They gave it to me again. Alright, well, I hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing fine. Man, I hate this unit. Ugh, alright. Well, I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing, like I said, okay. And yeah, let's get into it. I've been excited to play some more Monster Train. Locking myself to playing only when recording has made it difficult to progress, obviously. I've had a lot of moments where I would have had an opportunity to play a run or two on my own, and unfortunately, because of this, I just haven't been doing it, because sometimes my SO is in the same room as me, and as a result, I don't want to force them to listen to me record. Also, it puts some risk on just the recording quality in general because, well, they could be listening to music or something. And yeah, you can filter it out, but you're always going to catch something. So I try to avoid that whenever possible. But anyway, today we are fighting Dominion, it looks like. Tough boss. We have Pyre Hunter Archean and Spike's Kale with Bogworm's Growth. This will probably help unlock Umbra with the space enhancement. Our starting cards are Gravity, Twisted Assistant, who's fantastic, and sadly Pincushion. I think this unit is bad. I'm gonna be real with you. I haven't played with it much, but the last time I played with this, I struggled to find enough cards to actually do anything with him, and yeah, just completely trash. And yeah, he starts at such a low point. Now, granted, at least this time I have a Twisted Assistant in my starting deck, but that's, what, 2? So let's say I have 2 and put both of these assistants grafts on him every run. He gets, what, +6/+6 per combat with 7 combats? So, okay, he's a 62/62 at the end. Now, is that fine? I guess. That's at least avoiding removal because it's better than nothing, but it also just dies on one turn against pretty much anything and is not worth playing in your deployment phase. unless you absolutely have nothing better. I don't know. You really need a bit of payout for this. Like, I need way more equipment cards. Now, I did hear that this might be something that Exile Lazarus fixes. Someone on my Discord channel mentioned that the wow, the Exile clan, oh, you know what I mean, the secondary clan, the language thing, it's never going to be easy to fix. Someone actually asked me about this on Discord, and it was like, you know what, I have literal years and thousands of hours of playtime of experience saying it one way. We're not going to get over this quickly. Anyway, the secondary clan has a lot of support for this. So maybe he's better there. But I just don't think you should have 6/6 starting units with no support. Like, that's way too weak. He should start at like 15/15, and then I would at least feel okay about him. Right now, I'd rather just play a shield steward, man. Alright. Fae gain Conduit 1 and +5 attack on Moon Cycle. I have no Fae, right? Those are the little dudes, I think. Like Meddler and Moon Pixie. They're really good. Cleansing Water, I mean, we have Dominion, though. Dominion is a lot of those deformed duos that pop out with Reanimate. Cleansing Water's huge. And if I don't end up seeing any Fae or picking them, I mean, I love them. They're really good units. But if I don't end up taking them, this isn't as good. Let's take Cleansing Water. I actually think this is a really good artifact. Yeah, I haven't tried Incant yet, right? I think I haven't done a run with Incant Mecha. The one I tried was Moon Cycle, and that ended up being quite strong. So we like that. Silver Empress. What does this ability do? Create an ephemeral copy of a random spell played last turn. And it looks like it has a full moon ability for Conduit. So, okay. That seems decent if you have some phase control, right? I'm going to try Incant. This seems fun. I haven't played it before, and I want to try it. Plus, I have at least some damage spells here, right? I have Gravity in my opener. Even though, of course, Secret Ingredient doesn't do anything with it. But I guess I could go, what is it, the blue one does damage? Enemy units enter with Titan Skin 1. My unstable pick on Secret Ingredient bypasses this. I think we can get away with this, right? Alright, now, I have to decide. Am I playing Pincushion or am I playing Shield Steward? I honestly couldn't tell you. I need something beefier than Pincushion for this fight. Let's do Pincushion middle, and then we'll put Eka upstairs. And if I can get the gravity to ascend Pincushion up, that'll be good. Here, we can get him upstairs. Look, we did it, right? We did it. Regen is a very good way to push past this combat, but I think I want to take the unstable here. Look, I healed him fully. Do I care about the Vengeful Shard? No, I'm going to take the Spear Steward here, and then we're going to pop the guy downstairs and take the 1. Yeah. Okay. I can always get the Collector with the Descend, but let's take the Incant here. I'll take Rage. I could just pop it, right? But I think the play is we go for the Gravity, because I don't want a Gravity on my main floor. I do think stacking the Rage is correct, even though I get more Incants by playing it the other way. So, this should be okay, though, right? I think we're fine. I need to, yeah, get that Twisted Assistant out of here, see if I can get this man scaling at all. We can pop this guy a fair bit. We continue here. Damage shield is pretty big. Play this out. Good. We at least kill this dude, which is nice. We get this in the back. Great. Twisted Assistant does nothing, apparently. How does he not do... Oh, I guess he does 15, but then the healing comes in. Got it. Got it. Understood. Understood. Let's go for the boost in the back. This guy's actually taking 44 here. So I think if I play a Secret Ingredient and then stab him, Oh man, am I really one off still? 44? Well, I have to play it, and I will play it. We get the Goliath infusion online, and he tramples the floor now. We're going to want to heal our frontline dude. I guess that guy hit a... Oh, he heals! Right! This is the Covenant 4 ability on him. Alright, gotcha, gotcha. We're going to overstack this. This is also the problem with Pincushion, right? I'd rather put this on Eka and make my floor stronger, but instead you have to multi-stack this in order to get the same value. We're going to self-heal here. I am going to click the secret ingredient. A blue would be good. Yeah, I want a blue because it pops the healer here. And then the rest of this is just... sure. Great, fine. This, I think, at least works because we get some turns with the train stewards doing some heavy lifting. That's nice. And then we should crush this. It's actually not a crush, but you know what? I'll take it. Yikes. Are we on descend mode? We are on descend mode. So I can play other cards here, and then we just stab him a couple times. This is close, but you know what? Fair enough. Thank you, secret ingredient, for being good, I guess. And now, yes, my lad is unfortunately just a 12-12, which is not very impressive. Good job, buddy. Moon Pixie. I mean, we skipped the Moon Pixie thing, but the Phase Nook, which is cool. I actually just think Silver Strike is what I wanted to click here. Unfortunately, Calcified Ember exists. I'm still going to click it. I don't know. I hate this Calcified Ember business. It's really annoying because it always shows up on the cards I want. Kind of the nature of the thing, I suppose. And see, if I wanted to play into this stupid Pincushion, I should take the Twisted Assistant here, but I just don't want to. I'm going to take Pseudoscience instead. Lifesteal Reanimator Spikes is just better. So, like, I don't know. How do you ever get a run where you're actually scaling this thing fast enough? The Pincushion hate, right? I know my comment section had a lot of thoughts about that last time I brought this up. I just don't think this is a good unit. It needs a much beefier starting state, I think, because it can't be starting from 6-6. That's so weak for a banner unit. I don't know. You're going to hear a lot about that. Lazarus has good front lines, which protects Eka, or the ones I've seen anyway. Luna, I haven't seen very many. What magic card upgrades would I take? Holdover Pseudoscience might be cool. I get to see a Lazarus banner later. Magic shop upgrades are neat. If I saw a multi-strike, would I put it in the Pincushion? Probably not. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go to the Luna banner. I think it's just going to be more helpful. Spell chain -1. We can do a lot with that, at least. There is a holdover there as well, so we could make the holdover we want. Silent Sentinel, a front line that actually has some meat. Spell Slam, restore to full health, apply spell weakness 1 to enemy units. Spell weakness is neat. That's pretty cool. We could use that to punch through some stuff. Big fan of that. Mage Blade, this unit is thick, right? Mage Blade 2, Full Moon Sweep, and then we have Conduit stacking. This is huge. Man, that just looks so powerful. And then you could... But the problem is we can't guarantee that we're going to be in the right phase when we want to, right? I actually really like Silent Sentinel here. Do I? I mean, I'm thinking of holding over Silver Strike for 2 hits every turn. But Pseudoscience would also be kind of neat. The problem is our floor is way too flimsy if I do Acolyte plus Eka. Way too flimsy. You don't even survive Archean at that point. I don't think you can get away with it. I'm going to take the Sentinel here. I need a tanky boy. And then I want to hold over a damage card. It would be good to do it. As much as I think... Yeah, I think it's going to be Silver Strike. That's free, right? I think so, is what we're going to do. This seems like this is the path. And we hold over the Silver Strike. And then I'm going to purchase this Twin Stone into the Pseudoscience, and later we'll make that -1. We had just enough money to make that work. That seems good. I think we have to take the trial or we're throwing. So that's fun. Oh yeah, random space. Right, that's something that exists. Do I want to play bottom floor so I can get the pin cushion? Not really. I guess I could. Is that correct? I could fit my whole floor together. I could also just gravity my floor together again, possibly if I roll well. I don't think we're going to do anything super fancy. Let's play top here, and then we'll do the same thing as before. I think this is the play. Look, we can just ascend our floor together, and then we can do the spell chain nonsense here, which is a big help. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, Silent Sentinel has 0 attack. I don't like that. Let's play out some Twisted Assistance here. That's reasonable to play. Get rid of the Vengeful Shard. Cool. This will help a lot with some scaling. Now, unfortunately, as before, you do kind of have to put them on Pincushion for him to do anything. So that's always a challenge. But, like, my man is about to become a 18/18. Are we happy about that? Not really, but fair. I do think the incants are correct. I'll take the rage here. Getting into damage shield territory sounds nice. We're clearing this floor at least. Now this guy also can full heal himself with his ability, which is great. I'm a big fan of that. Right, let's slam this. Yeah, damage shield for sure. And then let's ping this guy in front here. And we'll play out the chimes. Our incants are pretty bad, I'll admit. But it will have to do. Don't really... I think what we're going to do is pop this guy on middle here. And then here I'm going to play the Goliath Infusion, which clears this. I'm not redrawing, so it doesn't really matter. This guy doesn't farm on units. This looks bad, but then we click the ability, which, yes, gets the kill, thanks to Damage Shield 1. So, again, I think this... We're going to cut this Calcified Ember here and take the 1 in exchange for it. And I'm going to use this opportunity to pop some damage shields, which should help a bit. And I guess we kind of chill here. Alright, great. Okay, we get through this. This is pretty decent. My guy does somehow actually kill this boss, which is a miracle unto itself. Silent Sentinel, his heal was relevant. I didn't even draw the Silver Strike because of the Calcified Ember plus the Card Meddler thing, but we get through it. Great. It's something. Starstruck is good. Man, don't make me take Calcified Embers. Come on, Monster Train. Ugh, that's frustrating. Starstruck's a really good card. Double stack applies to it. I could spell chain it. It's a very strong ping. Really good pickup for a spell-based run. Moon Pixie, however, is also just, you know, legit. Take Starstruck. I think it's better to have spells here. It's alive. Advance, apply Lifesteal 1 and 10 attack. It's a really good incant. Alternatively, we could take Sanguine Assistant. I'm not taking another Calcified Ember. Absolutely not. Explosive Reaction looks decent. Unstable 25, but it does damage, which Conduit works with. I think I'm going to take the It's Alive here, though. And then we're going to look for... I don't know, I could go to this arms shop, buy something for our stupid boy. Pincushion. 18/18 lad with no ability functionally. Or I can go to the magic shop and pick up some stuff. A -1 is a good win on Pseudoscience, then we can start duping it. We've seen that the X5 event exists in this game as well, so that's nice to add to a mix. Lazarus could have good tanks. We took the Sentinel, which is a good tank as well, so not really sure what Lazarus banner adds here. Let's go to this Merchant of Arms. I think we get more from this. And I've learned you click the Pyre remains after the event. Inferno Room seems great. Let's be real. I'm going to click it. Yes. Merge equipment? Great, I have none. I could just buy glass cannon for my dude. It's, I guess, fine. Deployable Inferno Room seems reasonably powerful, right? That just actually seems legit. Okay, yeah, this helps a lot with Dominion. You know, I'm over here thinking about how do I actually defeat those backlines. This is one way to do it. Pack 3 spells into a small gift box. Interesting. Pack 3 units, however, is a lot more interesting. Or we could take the large mystery box, which is free incants, possibly. I actually think large mystery box is fantastic here. Yeah, I'm going to take the large guy. Now, I'm going to have to take Ember for this, but I was always going to have to anyway. So this works out. Yeah, fantastic, actually. That's going to help because it just gives you random cards. And sure, you have to redraw into them, but whatever. Meanwhile, it is functionally impossible, I guess. The speedrun of can I get any floor capacity on top floor is 0. I think we will be doing Inferno Room bottom floor, and then the plan is I think I'm just going to play mid here because it guarantees I can put pincushion down. And I guess I'm going to put that guy in front of Eka at this point. Sure. Great. Right? Cool, and like hitting silver ink here is awesome because that just improves everything on all of my witch weaves here, which is amazing. Yeah, attuned, deal 51 damage. That seems like a reasonable play. Let's hit that. Can I live this many turns? Maybe. Maybe I click it and give myself. I'm just gonna stab him. I'm gonna hold on to this for some healing, I think. Inferno Room blows up the floor, and then I can put... Yeah, Surgical Strike seems decent. Get the Reanimate, that's a good hit. I'm going to go ahead and play Twisted Assistant upstairs. I could have put it downstairs, but it's Pyre, right? So I want to avoid getting slammed too hard. Could just kill this man, huh? With Surgical Strike, but I think I'm going to take the other Silent Sentinel pickup. And then we take some Vengeful Shards, unsurprisingly. Yeah, he goes upstairs. I'm looking for a unit here. Okay, sure. Moon Pixie. Saved me 5 Pyre health on the large mystery box. Great work. Let's do a self-heal. Sap, I guess I'll take. Sure, I can just use this as an incant. I might as well. I'm going to fish for some better stuff. I don't need this incant right now. Oh, he has multi-strike. Boo hiss. Alright, I take 5 damage anyway. Team, I guess. Whoops. Here is Twisted Back in play. Fantastic. I get a heal, which is good. I get to just blow up a guy, which is great. I can push Archean off and take 5 damage. Whoops. Let's play the Twisted Assistant bottom floor. I'm going to take the Glittering Draught here. Doesn't matter where it goes, really. And then I think we chill on this. I think we're going to win this combat. Yeah, I think so. Let's hold on to this infusion here. I might be able to get a better one. He's just doing a lot of damage to me. I guess I can daze him at least, which is well worth it. Eclipse Chamber. New moon effects are always active. Silent units gain plus 15 attack on resolve. My Silent Sentinel, it's in the name. He is a silent. So yeah, alright, I'll put that down. Let's play the other Twisted Back. Let's blow up this unit. And then I'm going to hold the infusion for now. There's no reason to click it. Look, my guy is scaling. He's doing it. Bloody Moon is free. Great. And then I'm going to play the calcified ember here. I'm going to hold over. It's already clearing this front guy. I'm going to hold over the silver strike. And I will play the regen just to tick him up. Although it doesn't really matter, right? We should crush this, I think. Yeah? Hey, look. Combustion suit. I created an item for him. Amazing. Look at us go. Let's do the big spell cast, and then we blast them, right? Bam. Big hit. 156 damage, which we've actually would have been stronger if I had noticed that that was one of the ones. That's silly. We clear this. Cool. Thanks, large mystery box. Very neat. All right, we get through that. What am I taking? Electricity chamber, Stardust invocation. Man, stop it with the calcified embers. This is going to be a point of major frustration for me. It's just like the card you want. Whoops, calcified ember. Not a fan. Minds of Their Own wants me to put upgrades on more units than just one. Is electricity chamber ever correct? I guess I could build up some reanimate with secret ingredient, but not a lot. You'd also have to make it deployable. Minds of Their Own seems like the best pickup here. You could upgrade and do some cool stuff with this. The fact that it's not consume is a really good point in its favor as well. I think the real correct choice though is I think it is Stardust Invocation though. It's just such a good ability. It's a double incant because it creates a copy. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. All right, bummer. Lunar Priestess is the slam dunk. Oh man, but Moonguard. Look, it's just Pincushion, but like 50 times better. He's a 30-30 by default, which is already better than my stupid Pincushion, and he scales with Mage Blade. Look, Pincushion, why are you here? All right, Pincushion is going to be the Pincushion for my insults. This unit is trash. I could just take Moonguard. Now, I'll be real though, Lunar Priestess is extremely solid here. We have a holdover card that wants to be in full moon. This gives us phase control, another incant, and more conduit stacking. I actually think Lunar Priestess is the more important unit on this run. Shockingly. And this speaks worlds to how good Lunar Priestess is. I think this is a fantastic Moonguard run. This guy also looks sick. Look at him. Oh man, I love this guy. I just love this design so much. He looks so cool. This guy might be my favorite unit in the game, bar none. He just seems so effective and looks awesome. So that's really cool. Beetle guy's actually pretty neat too. I'm a big fan of Beetle Dude. He's doing great. Anyway, Lunar Priestess might have to be the pick. I would take Moonguard if it weren't for that. I actually like Silent Sentinel's heal here. It's pretty relevant. And we can save that for a Relentless turn. Give him like, he's a really good Titanite carrier. I'm going to take Lunar Priestess. I think she's just too important here. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to slam Moonguard, I think it's got to be her. Okay, we have to take Ember. There was really no choice. I need to be able to play more cards. All right, look, we got Life Mother's Pyre from the Pyre taking damage, I guess. Adds the option to copy cards at the Merchants of Steel, Magic, and Trinkets. Interesting that it doesn't work at the arms shop, but sure. This is good. It's fine, right? You gotta understand, dupes are powerful, but you have to be powerful before you have something to dupe that makes you more powerful. So this is, in most cases, win more, at least at a glance. But there's definitely moments where you could use this to dupe a card early to push yourself forward. So I think it's above average. Depending on what its attack and health stats are at, I think it probably is a fair Pyre Heart, right? Seems good. So we're happy about that. Cool. Okay, I need a steel shop. A lot of good stuff both sides, but I should at least upgrade units eventually in my life. So we could use everything that comes on this left side, so let's take it. I don't have a lot of money. Man, I don't have a lot of money. What's my dupe if I go that way? Not a lot of good dupes either. it would be like Silver Strike. I actually think it's probably this trinket shop, believe it or not. Trinkets are cheaper, and we get money, which makes a big difference, so we're going to go there. When it becomes new moon, apply armor 10 to friendly silent units. Isn't that cracked with my guy? He's a frontliner. He's a silent. Armor 10 is great. Yeah, I love that. The other artifacts there are really good too, don't get me wrong, but still. Lunar Steward, I can pivot into Moon Cycle pretty easily here, but let's go for Conduit 2. I kind of anticipate this is Conduit 1, 2, 3. And then let's see what the alcove brings us. Copy a card. I didn't realize this could show up this late. In Monster Train 1, the copy a card X times could only ever be on Ring 3. That's a good thing to learn. Anyway, I think the pick here is an X1 on Silver Strike. If I had a -1 on Pseudoscience, I would X5 it. Straight up. But I think we just X1 the Silver Strike here for density. And because this is a really good spell that we want to play every turn and slam it, you don't want to X5 this, but an X1 is pretty solid. We're happy about that. This is exactly the moment where that Life Mother's Pyre we just unlocked would be pretty good too, right? I would happily have been like, cool, I'm going to make one copy here of my Silver Strike just to be a little stronger. So, and then I get 6 Ember in deployment. What's it looking like here? We have 1, 2, I guess pincushion, so 3, 4, 5. So I can have 1 Shield Steward still. So let's purge a Shield Steward. And let's try to leave the Spear Stewards in, see if we can do some damage to that other Pyre Heart with it. Cool, let's move on now. That was a good trinket shot. Reanimate. I think we can get through this if I actually draw cards. So drawing cards is going to be important, but large mystery box helps a lot. Good, we hit top floor. I think that is correct here. We're going to play into it. I am actually 6 on middle. How do I want to do this? Yeah, okay, so we're gonna play top. I'm gonna Inferno bottom. We do Silent Sentinel, Eka, Lunar Priestess, and then we put Pincushion middle here because I need Pincushion to Elevator. Great. Just keep drawing that gravity like it has intrinsic, baby. Like, let's go. And then here I'm going to Stardust Invocation on Silver Strike. Actually, it's going to be It's Alive here, right? We are just going to continue to incant. I'm going to use this opportunity to beef up my frontline dude. Love that. 20 damage is huge. Cool. We now get free incants. Oh, man. Stone of the Undying get clapped by Cleansing Water. Love that for us. Let's hit the... Right, so Cover of Night says phase to new moon, apply +5 attack and stealth 1 to friendly units. What a good card. And it phases the new moon, which hits Silent Sigil. Yeah, and then we can do... We end our turn in full moon, so we get the power of the Silver Strike, and I can get rid of the Calcified Ember here, which is great. I'm going to go ahead and kill the Shield Bearer downstairs with this, which I think is very strong. So, great. And we're scaling defense here, which is fantastic. Yeah, Silver Ink hitting the Silver Strike is, how do we say, disgusting. Let's go ahead and, first of all, definitely kill the Collector. Let's get the Twisted Assistant out of here. We'll put that middle, sure. And then 156 damage. Yeah, this guy is doing 180 twice. Seems decent. Cool. Nothing downstairs I really care about, so let's just keep the incanting going. We unlocked Stygian Guard. Look, it was easy. 5 per turn. Turns out, actually simple. Let's go Twisted back. We buff our guy in back. What is this? Hexcalation. Ascend, apply spell weakness 2. hilarious. Then we use, we lose Lunar Priestess to make these, 215 by 2. And I have multiple copies. Of course, one did get hit by the Attuned, so there's that element, which is stronger than I think it needed to be, but fair enough. Let's just blast some dudes here. Doesn't matter. I'll take Rage and just sit on this. Cool. Right? Cool. Combustion Suit. Great. Keep trying to buff Pincushion. Brother needs it. Let's go into Lunar Phase New Moon. We're going to double tap the Pseudoscience here. We're going to blow up this frontline dude. And I'm going to just incant. I don't think it matters too terribly much. I can't gravity myself here. I guess I could gravity the Shield Steward on, but I'm actually just going to play the Spear Steward instead. We got to do some Spear Steward damage. Got to make those numbers go up. Alright. Inferno Room continues to be excellent. Brain Transfer. Then I kill my guy. There's no reason to do it. I'm just going to click the Silver Strike here. We will sap, but it doesn't matter. We're going to sap no matter what we do, unfortunately. That's fine. I can push 80 damage into the boss here, which is probably correct. Yeah. I'm going to go for all in on Rage. Give me damage shield. This is free turns here. Love that for us. Continue incanting. We're going to be blasting him with a big spell is the plan, so really nothing too fancy there. Okay, here's a Twisted Assistant. Great. Here's a Luna Cycle Staff. We're going to continue to buff Pincushion with Large Mystery Box until maybe it's relevant. We blast here. Sure. I'm going to hit the full moon now. We're going to push 80 into the boss. I do think we benefit from just making numbers better. So, sure. This is an L. Yeah, this is an L until we actually do the thing. Give him the twisted back. We easily just clock him. So, there's no scaling permanently that matters here. Let's just send him to the Shadow Realm. Cool. Aquath's Reservation unlocked. Not surprised. That's 2 more Pyre Hearts down. Now the last one is just Train Steward Land, right? Moon Cycle Gain Conduit 1. This is pretty good here, but the problem is I would rather have another Lunar Priestess, right? Because think of it like this. Lunar Priestess is deployable, Aurora Weaver is not, and they essentially are the same thing in this context. Now, there are instances where I could imagine Aurora Weaver being stronger. If I had better Moon Cycle than I had, say, Incanting, then I think that we would benefit stronger from Aurora Weaver. I've seen cards that lean into this. Cosmic Bolt is attuned. I'm just going to click that because this card probably is just a one-off send something to the Shadow Realm, and I love that for us. Acid Shower says apply unstable 10 and deal 1 AoE damage. Absolutely want that, yes. Alright, oh yeah, look, we got Stygian, cool. And we got Aquath's Reservation. Once per battle, select the heart to gain 3 Ember. You know what, I'll be real, that's good. This is probably the best ability-based Pyre Heart I've seen thus far. This seems strong. Now, I don't think Pyre Heart abilities can be used in the deployment phase. If it can, this is like really, really strong because that can then augment your deployment phase. But just in a glance, there are a lot of turns where you're like, I need to go harder right now. And this is pretty powerful for that. Assuming its stats aren't bad. It's like it doesn't tell you on that unlock page, and that's really the crutch behind it. A dupe here with a -1 and a magic shop. It's got to be to the right, 100%. Spell Chain. We've tested Stardust Invocation Spell Chain before. It doesn't let you copy itself for a free infinite. So, you know, fair enough. I'm going to be purchasing the Intrinsic here. A lot of reasons for this. I think it's going to be intrinsic spell chain. Now, so you start in New Moon on deployment. That seems to be always the case, which means when you have intrinsic on your first real turn, it's always full moon, which does mean that if I intrinsic Starstruck, I can hit Dominion with it. And that's really good. Yeah, so I think this is an important card for countering Seraph. We're going to do Starstruck Intrinsic Spell Chain on this. This is huge. The -1 here goes into the Pseudoscience because it's spell chained, which I really want to boost. 20 in Consume. The Witch Weaves are pretty decent, actually. They're good free pings, happy to play them. I'm going to 20 in Consume a Gravity here. And then I'm going to re-roll for a -2 in Consume, probably. What's our removal process here? I don't want to cut all my units because they're helpful, right? I don't think I need multiple Spear Stewards. Let's clear one out. Man, Secret Ingredient's really good. I'm considering cutting Pincushion, but I guess a 39-39 with Bogworm's Growth, he kind of just fits on the floor and he's quote-unquote okay. So, fair enough. Fair enough, right? I can cut the Shield Steward, maybe. Maybe I cut a Witch Weave. Draw other things faster. I like the Secret Ingredients because they are double incants, but it's important to note that they're not spell damage incants, usually. So, I'm going to leave them in. I think they're really strong cards. Oh, let's cut a Witch Weave here. I think it's fine. The dupe is a bigger question. I don't know yet. Do I reroll? Probably not, actually. I can't buy any big ones. I think we 20 consume a Gravity and then move on here, save our cash. I need to go to a steel shop? Yeah. We're going to need to go to this steel shop. I'm going to need to take this trial, of course. The dupe, you have two good questions here. Do I want Pseudoscience? Great. Or do I want Starstruck? Also great. Problem with Starstruck, it's not as good when I don't have a flying boss, right? I can bait Kale or Seraph to my floor, which is great. And then I just slam them, and you want to have like a bunch of days for that, but I don't think this helps as much with the other ones. Whereas the Pseudoscience is just really strong. Lifesteal, Reanimate, Spikes, all very good. Good cards to draw. I think we have enough spell damage thanks to the Silver Strikes. Let's... Man, I think we're going to want to dupe this Starstruck for Kale, though, right? When do I get another one? Steel. The dupe on Ring 8 is Arms Side. So I'm thinking we need to dupe the Starstruck now. Yeah, okay, fair enough. We could purchase a removal. I already kind of struggled with that, though. I think we would move on. We're going to take card draw here. Seems good. Titan Skin 4. This is Quoto. Should be doable. We have strong spell damage, so we make it past this without too much issue. Give me that Inferno room. Yeah, thanks for buffing bottom floor constantly. Really appreciate that. Bogworm's Growth, you're doing great work. You're doing absolutely phenomenal work here, man. Just huge value. We do have to elevator our Pincushion onto the floor. Amazing. Oh, we lost the lottery here. It's okay, we did hit a different lottery in the form of Moonlit Glaive. I'm actually not gonna put that on Pincushion. It seems dumb to do that, so... Oh, I actually do have the Gravity. I just didn't notice it because it was a consumer. Sure, get up there, champ. Great, we did it. Alright, cool. I will play... Maybe I will just slam the Glaive into this guy. This is the problem with Pincushion, right? He eats good upgrades that you would rather put on literally anyone else. So, kind of a bummer. I could play the Starstrucks on myself. I don't want to daze my own unit, though. It's funny. It's a funny idea. I guess I could play one, and it would be okay. It would go away. I don't know. Let's go ahead and click the secret ingredient here, see what we hit. Regen, fine. I'm going to go ahead and multi-incant with this. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. Sap 1. I'm just going to hit my own unit with it. It'll go away. I am playing the Moonlit Glaive. Fine. Let's put it on... I'm going to put it on Lunar Priestess here, and you can't stop me, I don't think. And then I am just going to Super Daze this one dude because I might as well, right? Go for it, bud. Sure. Mooncaller. Moon cycle triggers an additional time. Seems fun. Sure. Let's secret ingredient, make a rage card. I'm going to play out the Vengeful Shard here. I think the play is to just keep incanting here. Snap 1 doesn't bother me. We will play the Moon Ritual here. I guess I'm going to Stardust Invocation just so I can hit that Witch Weave. Heal in the back. Fine. Good enough. Great work. Hey look, Collector on bottom in my Inferno room. Hey look, Heavenfall. Seems good. I actually don't need to do this. It's good. It clears the train. Yeah, I mean, we'll do it, right? I'll just send everything to the Absolute Shadow Realm, and then we're fine with it. We take some spikes and some stuff. I think this is the good play here. Even if I take 1 Pyre damage, it guarantees the train is cleared, which is huge. We are going to play Double Twisted Assistance here. Here's a random Luna Cycle Staff. Great work. We then get some incants, secret ingredient, regen, sure, whatever. I'll hold on to it. And then we continue cycling here. Great job. We are, I think, in a cozy spot. Yeah. I'm going to continue playing Silver Strikes upstairs. We will Moon Ritual here. Ending in New Moon means that we get the double tap on Silver Strike right away, which is very cool. I'm just going to play it upstairs. It's fine. Great. Didn't want to ascend my unit, so fine. Yeah, like upstairs, we just come up here and we just blow it up. Don't even get sapped now. And 4 reanimate seems quite decent. It's just 1x, so let's hit that secret ingredient because you can get it out of the Madman infusion as well. Let's do all of this right. I will just continue playing cards here, and then we'll drop reanimate in front. Great, right? Seems good. We should start this turn with a blast upstairs. Man, more reanimate seems good. I don't think there's any reason for us to take damage here. And it's good to incant. 7 free reanimate in front is very helpful. And I think at this point we just absolutely send this dude, right? We do 1 blast here. Then we hit the Silent Sentinel and we do double blast here. And then now we kind of just go hard. I'm going to go ahead and Moon Ritual to descend, which hits there. And then we hit the Mixology that we just rolled. I'll take Sap, sure. Snap melee weakness, why not? Great news. And this guy gets sent to the Shadow Realm pretty quickly. He is very durable, right? He has a lot of Titan skin, so you got to watch out for that, but we get him. Moonlit Glaive, yeah, that's a pick. This converts our conduit stacking into something very meaningful. Horrify. Retreat, apply dazed 1. That's a good card. Alternatively, Surgical Strike with Conduit basically says clear the entire enemy floor. If I put a -1 on it. I need to go to actual steel shops in this run though, so I think Replicator Ray. That's funny. You could make a copy of Eka and have like even more Conduit. That's pretty darn good, right? You just put a random equipment on her and then clone it. Okay, that is, I think, really good. We're going to take Replicator Ray here. We already have the days kind of figured out. I'm going to go to some steel shops. I'd really like to see, I don't know, literally any upgrade for my Silent Sentinel this time. So, cool. large stone, and we could give him a smidge stone. Interesting. Give him tons of HP. Large and smidge makes... It also helps with getting pincushion on the floor immediately, I guess. So we're not guaranteed to see the Titanite, which would have been the obvious one. Large smidge looks pretty good here. I think I'm happy with that. We can daze out Seraph, so it's not like the corruption is the main threat to him, and he is able to self-heal pretty well. Sure, right? Sure. Large smidge? Let's go, buddy. I'm going to put plus some health on Lunar Priestess, then we're going to spin here. They show me the Titanite, which is a bit of a bummer. I'll just put it on Pincushion. He has some HP stats. Sure, bud. Right? And then we'll put the Conduit on Lunar Priestess. It helps. Every little bit matters. Reanimate. I don't really care about this. Endless. I don't care. Good upgrades. We're looking for money. Steward's Quarters is... I don't think it's what anyone really wants here. Stoic Plate Mail, I don't think so. Quick Steel Dagger, I mean, we take this and we can put it on Pincushion, which is whatever, I guess. He just kind of absorbs it, which is fine. Yeah, it's fine. We'll take it, sure. Great, let's move on. Okay, I think we have enough tools to win this. We're going to be able to slam dunk on Kale because he plays on our floor. Yeah, I appreciate it. Bogworm's Growth, 8 space on bottom floor. Incredible. Anyway, let's do Eka, Silent Sentinel, Pincushion in this order, and then we put Lunar Priestess down. It's good to have the Tiny Stone. It lets me play into this. Then we get random Shield Steward. He's going to spawn on top, which is perfect, actually. There's no one here I want a Brain Transfer. I guess I could send Pincushion to the Shadow Realm, but I'm not going to. We're just going to... We double tap. I guess there's no reason not to incant first. Then we can send him to the Shadow Realm, which is reasonable. I am going to build up some green here. Yeah, Reanimate is a good pickup. I will play it out right now, just because it's a good idea. Let's get rid of the Vengeful Shard. Hit here. And that increases our damage. We're going to now Super Daze this boss. This is really good because he has a Resolve trigger, right? So, happy about that. We're clearing all of the cherubs and the backlines. Oh, I haven't been looking. The Chosen, right. Add a Discordant Toll card to the top of the draw pile and to a random location in your draw pile. So he's a real big curse boy. That's tough. All right, fair enough. Swift Steel Dagger, here you go, bud. Great job, Pincushion. You're doing your absolute best, and you're barely better than Demon Fiend right now. So good job, right? I've done all this work, and my guy is a Demon Fiend, basically, which is, you know what? Not great. Gonna be clear with you, I think that is not particularly impressive. That was a cool looking spell. A good effect. Anyway, Inferno Room is kind of, I guess, like saving our run right now, as far as I can tell. It is absolutely clutch. It's alive. Yes, please, I'll play that. What is this card? Moonbeam. Deals 67 damage to the front enemy unit X times. Does this count? This is 3 hits, which makes it really good with our whole conduit situation. I'm still going to play the Twisted Conduit here. Try to keep the Steward alive as much as possible. And then I think we just... Sure, Beam Cannon. That also looks very cool. I think I will click the spell weakness here and give him a good punch. We're going to get that back before Relentless, which is what really matters. So, very cool. Great. Potion kit. Potion seller, give me your strongest potions. Absolutely. We get that, and then we'll switch it out. I'm going to take the Moonblade on Eka. This is just really good to have. We're then going to continue with the whole incanting because we're smart and good at the video game. Here's a Spear Steward, do more damage. I'm going to hold on to the Goliath Infusion. There's no reason to cast it right now. We're doing some numbers. We're getting trained stewards, right? We're getting it. Duality. Yes, I think I shall absolutely crash my man. This would be the moment where I'd want spell weakness. That's a good card. Go to... Yes, let's consume. Just blast the guy in front. We're losing our shield steward, which is a bummer. That's okay. We're just going to do a truckload of damage to the boss here. There's no reason not to absolutely blast him here, right? Right. It's just true. Duality. There you go. 395 damage. We're almost killing before Relentless, which is a great sign. Cool. So I can replicate array conduit on Eka here. I don't really think I need to. If I go ahead and Moon Ritual first, we get Attuned Celestial Storm, which is pretty cool. It's not really worth taking damage for, but it's fun, right? Hey, look, he's finally resolve triggering on a unit. That's a bummer. That's okay. We're just going to absolutely blow everything up. I will take the secret ingredient because it's 2 incants instead of 1, right? We can then play the Madman Infusion later. I like that more. All right. He goes upstairs. I think there's a very real possibility we win here if I don't... I could click the buttons and just win, yeah. I think it's important that we don't do this, though. Yeah, I think it's important that we don't win. Let's clock the guy in front, and then don't auto-kill the boss. I want because I want to play the Twisted Assistant on Pincushion here. Alright, we're pushing numbers. I intentionally did not kill him here. Okay. Great. My man doesn't get to eat any of his shrooms. Feels bad, I guess. So, sucks to suck is the way I view it. Let's go ahead and Stardust Invocation on Horrify. 2 days. No. Doesn't matter. I don't really have the ability to afford it. I'll consume Ephemeral this one. I'm going to take the Vengeful Shard. There's no reason to take this damage, so we're going to not take the damage. My guy is basically dead to the first spell I cast. It's basically just fishing for... Right, I'm literally just fishing for equipment here, basically. There's nothing fancy to it. Make a copy of my man. There's no reason to do that either. Okay, give me an item. Let's put an item in. Give me another potion belt. Ritual Tome, it's, you know, not what I asked for, but that's okay. Let's blow this man up. Alright, great job. Okay, we did a good job. We're getting through this. Fantastic. Spike of the League is a good X cost card, but I'm not willing to take a Calcified Ember. I'm just going to take Duality. It's a good card. And I'm going to take card draw because I need to draw cards. And I think we've kind of got it figured out now, right? I will go to the Steel Shop, if only because a multi-strike might do something productive for me. And if I see the multi-strike, I can go to the dupe on Ring 8, which is cool. Hey, look, Pincushion, are you barely functional? Dualism. Do I have any dualism targets? Not really. I guess Silent Sentinel could have been a dualism target, but I'm actually glad I did the large and smidge thing. Let's make multi-strike Pincushion here. He's doing something, at least. We get to remove trash. The Shield Steward is... Man, I really do want to keep gaining stats on that. If I keep the stewards in, they do 22 for as long as they live. I do not need the gravities anymore, so I think we can cut the non-upgraded gravity. Fine card, but it's not impressive, right? Doesn't really do that much for me. Is there more removals coming up? There is. I'll cut my train stewards going into Seraph. For now, I'm going to try to farm out as many of them as I can. And then I think, yeah, Conduit 3. There's really nothing fancy to this. This is just huge spell damage, right? And that's honestly great. Let's move on. Yeah, Stone of the Undying, I think Cleansing Water comes pretty close to hard countering. We do have Heralds in this combat, but I think they just lose to Inferno Room. Oh, thank you, by the way. We still have 8 floor capacity here, but we rolled middle this time. You know, it's great. I'm doing excellent on this one. Fortunately, we made Silent Sentinel tiny, which makes him great. Fantastic. Maybe Train Steward will get to hit something. Yeah, these guys don't stand much of a chance, huh? They don't stand much of a chance at all. Great, the whole floor is dead. Incredible. Here's a Titan. Here's some Titan skin for my tank. Go ahead and hold this over. Continue incanting anything that lets me incant. Great. Let's not Starstruck our own floors. Let's just let it rip. Great. That's a good floor. Everything dies. Amazing. Incredible. Hey, look. Tidal Turning. That's a good card. Should I click this? This just guarantees I win this combat, right? I think so. I'll redraw this. This is not ephemeral. So let's actually prioritize other stuff here. It doesn't matter the order of any of these things. Great. Cool. Excellent. Look at this. Bottom floor. Amazing. There's a guy with Reanimate here. Amazing. He lives. Let's Stardust Invocation first. We'll put it on Silver Strike just because it's a good incant here. Let's give him the other Twisted back. Acid Shower pushes like 50 damage because it puts all that unstable through to the Gladiator. I'm going to take the It's Alive. I will continue incanting. What else is there? I don't think I need... I mean, I'm actually... This is piercing, so I will stab the guy on middle. I think that's worth it. Okay. Get rid of him. Alright. Great job. Yep. Pseudoscience. 100%. What do we draft? Moonrise. Okay, so the way to do this is we go Moon Ritual to New Moon for armor, then we Moonrise into Full Moon again. Now this, I think, is the Replicator Ray turn. One of them has Cardless. That's the one we do not want to buff. Great. Unstable. Sure, I'll put that in front. Rage, sure. The Rage can go into the Real Boy, which is the one that I'm going to buff. And then, sadly, Train Steward, I did not play him. What a bummer. Meanwhile, Cleansing Water is proving once again why it's so good. Heavenfall. Send everything to the Shadow Realm. Do I need to do this? Honestly, probably not. I feel like we're quite strong as is. I think instead I would rather take the Moonlit Glaive here and put it into the back pincushion. Now, interestingly, does that scale him? 69, 69. Nice. Let's put it into the back guy here. The cardless one. It does not. It does not scale him. That's good to know. Ah, bummer. Goodbye, Shield Stewards. That's okay. It's still better to put it on the multi-striker here, so we're happy about that. Eclipse Chamber? Sure, a room card. I'll take it. Then we go into Full Moon. We blast, right? There's really no reason not to go hard here. This is tons of damage. Yeah, man. Good. Big numbers, right? Big number. Love that. I'll sap myself because it doesn't matter. It ticks down. Great. Cool. And Athane is going to pretty much have a bad time. So we go into Full Moon. We're going to do a... She has Incant and Ascension. I was gonna say Starstruck works well if this was Rax, but because this is a Thane, doesn't really matter. There's no reason to go hard here. I guess you could ascend her off the floor, but again, no reason to do that. Let's ascend one dude onto our floor. I am going to play Tidal Turning here, but we're going to blast first. Hit this guy. And then we Tidal Turning for 157 armor. That guarantees this combat in a very big way. Spikes is a question mark. But again, the spikes isn't actually going to happen unless I incant her, right? It's actually very important. And I could avoid the incant, right? By just not playing any of my cards. Anyway, they gave me another Tidal Turning, which is, how shall I say, pretty exciting. Ronk. Great. We have 300 armor. I think we're winning. Thank you, large mystery box. Yeah, see, we actually roll this in such a way that we don't have any spikes on the floor. So I just can let this sit. Now, alternatively, I could incant her for spikes, but it doesn't really matter that much. Right? The incanting does nothing here. So, great. We're just going to click end turn and let it rip. We win just because we have the pin cushions that have Mage Blade, which is doing work, so... Now, speaking of pin cushion, he is not very good. I'm going to be honest with you, but he's also not terrible. He's better than an empty floor. We'll take another Moonlit Glaive as a good payout. I'll take the Spike of the League now, because it's just good to have Reanimate, and that doesn't come with a... what's it called? Calcified Ember. And hey look, I was talking about how difficult it would be to unlock Umbra. It turns out one run with Bogworm's Growth did it. So amazing. We're getting a lot of unlocks here. Feels good. I can go chase the dupe now, which is exciting. Removal dupe, because I got the upgrade that I wanted on Pincushion, so cool. Good. We get to remove trash. Unfortunately, this is going to be the Train Steward's time to go. Alas. At the end of turn, if it is full moon, spells in hand gain plus 10 magic power. I'm not leaving many spells in hand. I am leaving a few, but not many. Combustion Suit Boiler Room. I don't have a room card on my floor. Boiler Room does this cool thing where if I kill enemies with spells, I then can kill more things with spells. So I'll take it. Sure. It's a room card I'm happy to have. I have 6 Ember in deployment, so I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is actually exactly enough, right? I'm perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where'd the other 6 come from? Deploy Inferno Room. 2, 3, Lunar Priestess. 4, Pincushion. 5, Silent Sentinel. Okay, so I actually do have 1 Ember. I guess I was counting if I did Boiler Room Intrinsic, which is super doable. Not Intrinsic, you know, deployable. Combustion Suit. This is not the time to be drafting more stuff and garbage to put on Pincushion. Glass Cannon, absolutely not. I'll re-roll here. It's possible they show me a different, better room. Oh, Enchanted Chamber. Ooh, Zone of Silence. I don't know if I need the Zone of Silence. I'm kind of just... Inferno Room does it, right? Enchanted Chamber, though, is good enough. It's Baby Planetarium here, and it helps what I'm doing. That's a good question, though. Is it actually better than Boiler Room here? Boiler Room generates Ember when I play my spells, which is pretty useful, actually. 15 is not a lot. It's not nothing. That's a good question. Is that better than Boiler Room? I don't know. Boiler Room, I mean, how many turns do I really need excess Ember? There's definitely opportunities where this is good, right? Things like drawing Cosmic Bolt on a very high Ember turn. It helps with large Mystery Box heavy draws, like Heavenfall. I've hit that twice. So, Boiler room is doing great work. I think I'm going to keep on the boiler room here, right? It's a tough call, I'll tell you. It's a tough call. The main thing that puts me on boiler room is the fact that I already purchased it. So instead of having two and then having to remove one or throw one away, I'm just going to buff going to boiler room. The fact that this is so close means that there's really no incentive for me to purchase the next room. So let's do deployable boiler room. Sure, that's good. Let's go into the trinket shop. Moonstone, not bad. I guess I'll maybe purchase this. There's definitely times when I leave things in my deck or my hand. The only thing is, I think those are going to be less frequent now that I have the boiler room. Let's just spin it. It's fine. The first time each turn it becomes full moon, gain 1 ember. This is happening basically every turn. It's an ember relic. Happy to take it. I do get to merge here. So let's merge a Moonlit Glaive into a Swift Steel Dagger. Seems good. Cool. For 2 Ember, we get Mage Blade 3 and Quick. Great. I'm probably just purchasing removals, maybe. Healing from spells. This benefits what? Duality and Witch Weave. Which theoretically could matter. So, sure. I'll purge cards now. What do you get rid of at this point? I'd like to get rid of a secret ingredient. It's good, but I don't need that many. I think I actually have already used my removals. Great. So let's purge again. I'll get rid of another secret ingredient. Again, it's good, but I don't need this many. I'd rather just have damage spells drawn. Cool. How did I get on the wrong floor? Where am I? Why did it drag me that far down? I don't even know. Anyway, the dupe here is... My floor is 7 space on top, so I can't really dupe a unit comfortably. So what is my best spell? It's either another... Pseudoscience is good, but I like having more damage spells. It could just be another Silver Strike, but I actually think it might just be another Starstruck because it's a double incant and it completely dunks on Seraph. And it gets added to my starting hand immediately, which means that it's essentially a free draft on my first draw through. Let's take another Starstruck here. 3 copies of this. I think Seraph stands no chance. Let's move on. Yeah, let's go. I'm not just going to buy a random meat shield or something here. It's not helping this run. Okay. Yeah, we still only have the 6 space upstairs, which is fine. It's what we expected. So we go Eka. The order matters. Not really. The sequencing doesn't matter. The order on the floor does. We get Boiler Room and we get Inferno Room downstairs. Cool. Great. First things first, let's absolutely send my man to the Shadow Realm. So I'm going to play Moonlit Glaive into the Replicator Ray right away. I'm then going to Horrify the boss, right? We're going to click the Witch Weave. I'm going to daze him 6 more times, which is really good, it turns out. And then we hit him with the Silver Strike here. I can't afford my other 2 cards, but that's all right. A good turn. And we're clearing the curses, which is very strong. Scrap for parts. Who do I want to... What would I consume for here? That seems bad. That's a bad draft. Okay, fair. Generate Ember. Great. Continue incanting, I think. Yeah, we're clearing Chosen Supplicants. This Inferno Room is doing incredible work. Like, this run looks clean, and it's almost exclusively just because I have something that says Inferno Room. This is doing amazing work. Okay, we want to go... Hey, look, Puffer Flesh. Sure, get it, bud. Go stab something. We'll go into the full moon, rather. I'm going to blow up the front guy here. Great. We killed a dude, right? So that gives me the boiler room proc, which lets me go in on everything else here, which is great. Let's Madman Infusion. We're going to shoot the boss, and then I'll end with the Cosmic Bolt on a Silent Sentinel proc for 890. That seems pretty good to me. Cool. Pushing numbers through to the boss is fantastic. Now, yeah, another Starstruck. That seems decent. Let's consider... I'm going to Stardust Invocation on Starstruck here. I could put Spiky Skin on the front, dude. It's not bad. I kind of feel like I'm going to put it into my guy, though. It's fine. We are going to blow up top floor. There's no reason not to. Just send it. Great. Generating Ember, which is more days on the final boss, incredibly. I will play the Acid Shower middle because the Unstable kills the duos as well. And this is also pushing damage through, which I appreciate. Rage for no real reason. We just want the incants. Continue incanting. Alright, good. Looks great, actually. We're doing tons of damage. The boss is locked down. Phase Blessing is a true blessing to draft. Put this one in back. We're in Full Moon already. So let's blow up this boss, right? And then we can Phase Blessing in front. Duality, the boss, get some reanimate, move more into the other one, and we should be good, right? We're winning here for sure. I think we have all the tools we need to just win this run, which is honestly fantastic. Continue dazing the boss. It's good to do it. We're already in Full Moon, so let's just send it, right? There's no reason not to click this. And yeah, sure. Cosmic Bolt is doing a bazillion D damage upstairs, so I may as well shoot the duo here, and I guess I'll kill the mid-floor man in front. This helps my next turn, which pushes more damage through to the boss and gives me a spell weakness angle. So, and gives me the duality pickup. We are pleased by this. Yes, hit that spell weakness, baby. Incant as much as the world will let you. Right? This is good. Every incant is good. Midfloor actually survived some of the Inferno room. Look, there's like heavies and things on it. But anyway, now we're going to hit him for, yeah, seems good. 1630 is a very strong turn. We definitely freely win Relentless now, right? The flying boss stands no chance. We've avoided all curses. We can daze the boss in a very serious way. Guy doesn't stand any chance here. Put this here. It doesn't matter. He's never getting hit. Then we're going to blast this floor. Right? Yeah. We don't even take a hit here, which is great news. Sure, there you go. And then we, I guess, sacrifice Mooncaller because I just drafted it, so why not? Seems decent. Nothing leaks. We're in control. We finally get the Mage Blade equipment. My man goes hard now. Continue clicking cards. Cards are good. Starstruck is also good. Now, I am going to actually daze upstairs here because I don't want to get hit. No reason to worry about it. And I think we just kind of crush here, right? Press end turn, we're good. Oh yeah, I had quick on that floor anyway. It doesn't matter. We win this combat. We're done. We actually completely win the run. Faulty Body, apply Fragile and spikes 40 to a friendly unit. That's a good card. I haven't seen that before. We can then do Spell Weakness with Acid Shower, clear the floor, and then we just kill him with a spell, and we're good. Yeah, never took a hit. Win that combat, win the run. So, amazing, actually. Just truly amazing. I mean, that's the power of Luna. Like, we saw a lot of the good stuff that we wanted. And Pincushion, I mean, all right, I'm going to be real with you. Pincushion, he did okay. And that was with a lot of effort. We unlocked Celestial Storm. Good card. This was a card we saw once from the large mystery box. It's a good spell for Spell Blast. Full Moon Attuned, also amazing. We love that. Celestial Sails. On deployment phase, draw a non-damage spell from your deck. It costs -1 Ember. It's fun that you get to do this on deployment. There might be some good uses for that. We get Ardoon, the alternate champion for Luna Covenant. So very excited about that. I don't know if we'll hit rank 5 Lazarus here. We get Insatiable Hunger. Friendly units gain lifesteal 2. Good card. Like that. Yeah, we don't hit rank 5. That'll just have to be okay. So, fair enough. Master a whole bunch of things. Inferno Room is the true MVP here. Just fantastic. Oh, look, we got a crown. We're so good at the video game. Amazing. Now, if this is anything like Monster Train 1, there's probably a crown for doing this with the Titans too, so don't get too excited about it. Hit that run summary. 539 best conduit applied. Yeah, I think this Ekka's fine. It's most dicey in the early game. Pincushion ends our run as a 78 by 78. This is like, I don't know, cheap Demon Fiend at this point after so much work. He could stand to start stronger. I think our boy should be like 15-15 baseline. He needs to at least be as good as a shield steward, right? Like, he's a banner unit. He's got to do something. And this was even an okay start with him. We started with equipment from the Grafts. So, I don't know. Most of this was just Ekka carrying everything and Pincushion kind of existing. But, yeah. Silver Strike is a good card. This is basically Helical Crystallis from Monster Train 1, but cheaper. And yeah, as long as you can maintain yourself in Full Moon, this thing hits twice. Rock solid card. The other thing about this, I skipped Moonguard for Lunar Priestess. This was super correct. Like, we talked about it. She's just really good. Phase control for a run like this is so critical. This basically says I can always, every turn, make sure I'm ending and starting in the phase that I want. So important, right? This is exactly what we need when we have a card that says Silver Strike, that says Full Moon on it, right? This is also benefiting Silent Sentinel, specifically because of the Silent Sigil, right? Silent Sigil lets me accelerate, or rather the Lunar Priestess accelerates, and then gets me more armor with Silent Sigil. Also, huge shout out to Large Mystery Box. I think this is a slept on choice from that event. That event is very powerful. Every option is incredible. The literal worst choice in that event is Remove 3, which is nonsense powerful. That's the worst choice in the event. Large Mystery Box, especially on a deck like this where I have to take Ember, it's essentially +1 card draw, kinda, right? You're drawing, quote unquote, a card from the ether, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's weird. And sometimes it's Heavenfall and it clears the entire train. So, really good in that instance. So I think Large Mystery Box sometimes gets slept on, but it is fantastic. Bogworm's Growth, I mean, I'll tell you, it let me put my whole floor together, so I guess that's pretty decent. I'll give it some credit. I don't love the randomness to this. It's kind of a meme that this thing was just pumping space into my bottom floor where all I have is Inferno Room. I think I would prefer a more deterministic version of this. The way that I would implement this if I were a developer would be something like permanently add 1 space to all floors after ring 3 and ring 6, right? Basically, you get a half boss relic every boss. And by the end of the run, it's a free boss relic. I think that's how I would do it. For something like this, I want determinism because this is unreliable, and that's what drags it down. There's a very real chance that this never hits top or middle, or it hits in such a weird way that it's just not possible to win with. So, like, I don't like that. So, fair enough. Otherwise, it did okay, right? Once it hits your floor, you're like, okay, I can do something with it. But there was a real chance it never did. We only ever got 1 hit on top. on, what, 7 combats? So, yeah. I would have preferred something much more deterministic here. Starstruck is incredible, by the way. This card, fantastic. Daze the heck out of the boss. This is 6 incants on turn 1, and then just Seraph literally never touches my floor. It turns out Daze cards remain strong. This is something that's not very present in the new clans. I think we actually have both of them. All the only ones I've seen. Did I take horror? I think I saw it. I don't think I took it. No, but we did see it, and we also got it from Large Mystery Box. So horror is a card in Lazarus that says retreat, apply dazed one. That also seems really good. You're basically just going to click this for the dazed, and that's fine. You're going to play this on bosses, incredible. It says dazed, great. It's 1-for-1, it's on curve, incredible. Starstruck is the same way. It's 1-for-1, it's on curve, so great. We have the OG clans back. We figured it out. So Tiresome Climb exists, which is cracked, right? That is also on curve 2-for-2, and then you get a bonus little effect. So yeah, and then all of the only one that's man, Siren Song I guess exists in this game, doesn't it? That card's probably busted. 1-for-3, it's way above curve. It's easy to get your boss to start on top floor. So yeah, I mean, basically that just means that's just pretend the boss doesn't exist. Double stack that, days 6, incredible. I don't know. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Anyway, Dazed is good. That hot takes more at 11. Pseudoscience, I like this card. This is fun. I like this. It's good effect, strong, reasonable. Some randomness, but they all kind of do the same thing. They either keep your floor alive or help the front line somehow. Good stuff. Rest of this, nothing to comment on. Pincushion, meh. I can't say I'm coming around on him. He did fine because he was in my deck, and I guess I got him to a point where it's I'm not removing him, so sure, but I wasn't happy about it. All right, let's go back to the outpost real quick, see if we have any cool events. Okay, the Herschel is here still. He wants to use the Pyre to talk to Seraph. Crazy idea. Let's see, during the attack, they went for the Pyre. Why? Hasn't corruption spelled to hell? The Pyre can prevent Titan corruption, maybe even reverse it, and somehow it can call upon people too. So Fel wants to use the Pyre to talk to Seraph. Fun. Are you sure we can trust him? He broke the covenant. No, he's actually just bad. He's not your friend. Yeah, that concerns me too. It should, Fel. By the way, it absolutely should. He would hate to be someone's puppet. That's fair, but yeah. Alright, Fel, let's do it. We're gonna try. Show me Seraph. Okay, let's go, Pyre. Oh, God. Showed something else. Hey, look, it's OG Seraph. Speaking, Fel, alright, able to talk to her. Interesting. The vision faded too soon. There's something else. It was strange. Before my vision ended, I saw Malika. Malika? Question mark. Surprise! Took you all long enough. Yeah, thought I'd have to wait even longer before you figured it out. And then Fel's like, you better explain. What are you doing? What's happening? Who are you with? I'm a Titan, but relax. Not all of us are big, bad, and scary. Some of us just want to have fun. She's just a minor Titan. That's actually interesting. That's lore I didn't think I know. Minor Titan. What makes you minor versus major? Who knows? The ones up there, they're progenitors, the big ugly kind. The Pyre was one too. Yeah, the Pyre is a Titan? Was a Titan. It's a long story, but right now it's not complete, and if it was, then this grand scheme of yours might just work. But that's the only hint you'll get from me. After all, where's the fun in giving all the answers? Toodles! Sure, why not? The Pyre Hearts, of course, they used to be part of the Pyre too. You were right, Fel. Once we gather the rest, the Pyre will be complete, and then we can finally win this war. Okay, so basically this is what we've learned. Something on your mind, you've been up here for a while, thinking about the vision. Brother, great, Seraph up there is an empty shell. That monster isn't my brother, but the one I saw in my vision, it was really him. Yeah, alright, sounds good. Yeah, he's a dominating, no good, bad enemy. No one likes Seraph, and you shouldn't either. She almost got compelled to do his bidding just by one word. Yeah, don't let Seraph define who you are. Be who you want to be. Yeah, it was you that saved Hell from the Titans, or warned Hell, rather. You rebuilt the Covenant. You united angels and demons. Yep, sure. Thanks, Herschel. It's actually nice to have Herschel back. Like, credit where credit's due. He looks cool, and I think it's good to have him around. Neat. Getting so much lore. Alright. Means a lot. Yep, you're right. No reason to fear Seraph. Very cool. Ready to face him. Thank you. I'll see you at camp. Alright. Apparently Herschel and Malika are talking now. You can't trick the trickster. You've been remembering, haven't you, since you woken up? Scared to mess everything up again? Oh, Herschel's playing coy. Uh-huh. Alright. Keep pretending. Thanks, Malika. Very cool. Is this lore almost done? The Titan of Souls, he remembers. Alright. That's good enough. I'm going to call it here. We managed to get through the episode, got through the lore. Go team. We're almost at the Titans. We've got one more Pyre Heart to unlock. Which, how close are we? I don't think we're very close. Let's find out today. We made some progress. This is going to take a while, actually. Only a little bit there, but fair enough. All right, 4,000 out of 10,000. Anyway, though, I'll let y'all get back to it. Have a fantastic day, and yeah, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Please do. It's awesome. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.